Hey guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another video, and as you guys can read the title of this video, we are going to be giving our advices to the people who are currently in a long distance relationship, also known as an LDR.
So today in this video we're going to give some tips that we learned while we were in a long distance relationship. So here are our tips.
Alright, the first point is communication. As you guys need to understand that communication is a very important part of any relationship, be it boyfriend, girlfriend, or marriage, or anything like that. You guys need to understand that communicating probably through text messages or videos or something like that would be very useful in order to establish a bond between each other, and it's just overall the basic form of any kind of a relationship. Alright, another part in communications is that you guys need to understand that if there is any kind of misunderstanding and argument, please try to solve it. Don't just let your ego come in between, because if you're in a long distance relationship of different countries, the time zone affects you guys, and if there's no clear communication to solve out what exactly are the problems, why are you guys having arguments, it's not going to help out. It's just going to lead to more negativity and just create distance towards each other, and because of this you guys may even end up having trust issues, or you may have silly arguments which don't make sense at all. So work on any kind of problems that you have. If you guys have any questions, please ask each other. Asking each other genuine from your heart. If you ask if you ask any questions related to any problems that you may have, or any kind of doubts that you may have for each other in your mind, it's better to clear it out. So once it's clear, then you guys even understand that that we're having an amazing relationship, we are able to communicate and solve our problems. So that's gonna help you guys in the long term.
Yes, like if there's any doubt, just ask the person. Like if I had a doubt of children, I would just ask him, and it will just avoid a problem also. The second point is trust. In a long distance relationship, you guys need trust for sure. Like if the person is telling you, okay, I'm just going to see my friends, you need to trust the person, because otherwise it will lead to a lot of argument. So communication and trust goes on together, I'll say.
Yeah.
So yeah, communication, trust, like anything. Like if the person is telling you, okay, I'm going to do that, or that's also a part of communication, and the other person has to trust. So there is two parts. In a way, the person should tell, okay, I'm going to do that, and the second person should trust the person about it.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Alright, point number 3 is commitment. You guys need to understand that in any relationship, especially a long distance relationship, the commitment has to be from both sides. It means that if one of your, like for example, if the boy is putting 50% efforts, the girl has to put equal amount of efforts. It should not be that either side is putting either less efforts or more efforts. You guys need to commit to yourselves that whatever efforts you guys are putting, it's positive towards each other, and it is helpful towards each other to grow individually, so that as you guys grow individually, you both support each other, and through this support you guys will feel that I have someone who's supporting me, and I feel really good about it, and that is why I should show my commitment towards this person, that whatever I say or I do for that person is genuine.
Number 4 is priority. So you need to give priorities to each other. That's very important. Like if you see your message, you should answer, even if you cannot call or just make a video call, anything. Just if you can at least message the person that you reach a place, or I don't know, anything like that you're going to do this. If you cannot call, sorry, try at least to give a small message.
Alright, number 5 is red flags. I do understand that being in a relationship, especially for people who are in a relationship for the first time, things could be like really exciting. It's like butterflies everywhere. It's like you're living a dream or something like that. But the sad truth is that although a lot of relationships are genuine, there is a high percentage as well that many long distance relationships are scams. What I mean to say is, either one side of the party could be a fake person just pretending to be someone, just to probably manipulate that person emotionally. They could be just getting some kind of sadistic satisfaction by emotionally hurting someone for a very long time. If there's a red flag, you need to back off and stop, because many people end up in depression or some kind of sadness, and it ruins their current life goals, maybe career goals, or maybe in their university, college goals, or whatever they're doing at that point in time. So red flags need to be taken seriously, because we did have she had one of her friend recently. I'm not going to take the name for privacy reasons, of course, but then that person shared her experience with us, that she was in a long distance relationship with someone else, and she slowly realized that that person wasn't putting enough efforts to come and meet her, wherein she was ready to come and meet that guy, wherein he was like, you know what, I can't come all the way, let's meet somewhere in middle. And he wasn't even ready to make video calls in the beginning, as he didn't want to reveal himself, and we kind of always found that as a red flag, that he just wanted to communicate just by chatting, no audio calls, no video calls. And the excuse that he was giving, that, oh, I'm sorry, I can't speak English and I feel shy and ashamed. And they were in a long distance relationship for like a year or something, and luckily it ended up in a way that she just backed off and she dodged a bullet, if I would say it in Latin terms. And we were really happy for her that, you know, she took the right decisions, because we never knew that what are the intentions of that guy, because he claimed to be a person who was working really hard for many years, but then at the same time he's not saved a single euro just to travel. So it was quite strange, and you guys need to also understand that, especially the couples who are young, please don't ignore any red flags, because we also get messages from people who are experiencing something like this, and they are terrified and just shocked when the significant other, who turns out to be of the opposite gender, was pranking someone's emotions for 1 year or something. They are kind of depressed. They keep asking us, like, what do we do? I want to get that person back in my life, and we don't even know what to say. Like, we do feel really horrible that that person is actually going through such an emotional depression. They're not able to see clearly, and that person was a fake person, and they just become really depressed and they go crazy. And I just don't want I just wouldn't want this kind of sadness on anyone. So just be careful out there.
Alright, so number 6 now is have the goal to meet. So if possible, try to put like maybe a date or a month or even a year when you can meet, because it's like easier. You're not like in a relationship without knowing when you guys are going to meet. You're like, oh, okay, finally in 1 year I'll meet her, and you will count the days and all, and like soon you'll be like 5 days, 4 days, and that's really awesome when it comes. And obviously it makes it easier to have a goal to meet, like when you're going to meet with a person instead of not knowing anything.
Yeah. Alright, the next point is visa. We do get a lot of messages from a lot of people asking, especially asking me for the visa, because I was the one who came to France for a long period of time. So I don't work at an embassy or something like that, so I can't really answer this question. So you guys should contact either the embassy, the consulate, and ask for details such as what kind of a visa you guys are looking for, long term or a short term, how much does it cost, what are the minimum requirements, what documents you guys need to present. It all depends and changes based on what nationality you guys are from. Like, maybe if you belong to an Asian country, maybe like Thailand or China or anything, you guys are planning to go to a European country, go to the country's website, maybe something a public website wherein they provide public services, a public service website or a government website, or just make research on YouTube and Google, because it will be the best. To the best of my knowledge, it helps you at least a little bit to a fraction of information, but it does help you achieve some kind of information. So I hope that's helpful.
Yes, and as Sheldon said, also it completely depends on what nationality you are, and also like which country you want to go. So it's difficult to answer the questions.
Yeah.
Alright, so the last point will be surprising each other. What I mean by surprising each other can be anything small, like right from a small message in the morning. So like with daylight saving, I used to send messages to Sheldon at night, like before sleeping, just to tell him, okay, I did this, and like cute messages. So when he used to wake up, he used to get them and used to do the same thing for me. So when I got up, I got these messages. You can all do some original stuff. I'd say like writing letters, and if possible send them, or writing letters and take a picture of it. I used to do that. I remember. Or I don't know, like if you can also like send each other a small gift. It doesn't have to be necessarily something expensive, just like even if you can send a drawing or I don't know, anything. It's like just surprising each other when you can.
That's an amazing idea actually, because I think it's not necessary you need to send an expensive gift or something if you can't afford it, but probably even if you guys can send a small letter, I don't think that costs very much. It's not necessary you need to send a gift. I think it's the emotion that you put into writing even a letter, and even sending that as a picture or something like that, or a message by WhatsApp or anything like that. That helps in making the bond even stronger and creating even more confidence and trust in each other.
Yes, of course, and I think the person will be more happy to get like a letter with like took time to do, or drawing or anything like this, instead of just a gift, because it's like you took time to write it or to create the gift or anything, and even like the small messages in the morning, or take some pictures and send, just some stuff like that.
Yeah, that's true. Alright guys, that's the end of the video, and I hope you guys were able to answer, if not all your questions, at least some of your questions. And because we provided information to the best of our ability, we gathered a lot of information through the comments section and the questions we received on our personal Instagrams, and we just note down the best questions that we could, and we helped each and every one of you guys who are out there in a LDR. And we hope you guys have an amazing long distance relationship. You guys meet up and live your dream just like we are. And let us know in our comment section, or just hit us up on Instagram and let us know if you guys have successfully been able to meet or something like that, because we'd be really happy to be a part of the experience that you guys are having.
Alright then, till next time.
Bye. Take care.